Hello guppy lovers, welcome back to my channel. And today's video is I'm going to answer questions from my Instagram. Okay, because I'm getting a lot of questions now, so I think this is the perfect time for me to answer those questions and also to share it with you. Before we start, I just want to say that aside from guppies, I also have mollies, platies, and goldfish. Most of these questions are related to those type of fishes. Let's start. Okay, so the first question is how to save all the babies from being eaten. Okay, so before I answer that questions, I just want to say that mollies, guppies, and platies are live bearer fish. This type of fishes, they actually eat their babies. So that's why we have to protect them. Go back to that question, how to save all the babies from being eaten. I use a net breeding box, okay? So I got this in PetSmart, or you can get it in Petco as well, or any other, or any fish store, okay? So I got this in PetSmart for $5.99, I believe. I hang this in the tub like that. And then I add Java moss and Anacarius so that the babies can hide from their mom. Because most likely they will get eaten by their mom. And I also put in my tub, I also have a Java moss and Anacarius in this area. So in case if I have too many pregnant female, they can go in there and lay their babies. So that's what I use, guys. So the net breeding box and Java moss and Anacarius. So the second question is how to tell when the pregnant fish is ready to give birth. Is there any signs? Okay, so in my experience, since I have the Java moss and the Anacarius in my tub, most of the time I notice that the pregnant fish or the pregnant molly or guppy or platy, they will actually go around the plants and they stay away from the rest of the fishes. So they go around in there, they don't really swim. They're not as active as the other fishes. They go there, they stay, they hide, and next thing I know, they start giving birth. Yeah, and also, just by looking at the fish, if their body start to get bigger, so when they start to look like a square, that's also a sign for me to put them in the net breeding box. So the third question is, are you selling your fishes? As of now, I'm not selling my fishes. I enjoyed breeding them. Maybe in the future, because I'm getting a lot of fishes now. I probably have thousands now. Every day I always have babies. So the fourth question is, I got a couple of this similar questions, like why their mollies are dying. Okay, even though they don't look like they have disease or any problem. In my experience, sometimes not because the fish don't look like they have a disease, it means that they're good. Okay, it might be internal, something that we don't see, something that it's killing them inside. Check the water quality. So make sure that your water is actually really good for your fish. Okay, are you doing your water change? How often do you change the water? Okay, how many times you feed them a day? Okay, because also feeding too much is not good for the fish. And also, you bought a plant or you bought a fish that have a disease and it start to infect other fishes. Okay, so those are the things that you have to look for. And you just have to be very, very careful. Okay, so my suggestion is quarantine them. Personally, I use salt and also General Cure, Millifix. Okay, so there's a lot of medication nowadays for fishes. Okay, so question number 5. What type of filtration are you using? Okay, so I use 2 types, but mostly it's sponge filter. So all these like this. Like this. So I use a sponge filter. Okay. And then I also use, so only this tub is using a Tetra canister filter. So far, they're doing their job. Excellent. They're very good. Very good. Very good filter. And also it's easy to clean, especially sponge filter. It's very easy to clean. I clean mine once a month. And also my Tetra canister, I clean the filter, the filter cartridge. I clean that every time I do a water change. I use the same water. Yeah, so I just rinse it, scrub it a little. Yeah, and that's it. And everything's good. And please, when you clean your sponge filter or the cartridge filter, I suggest do not use a new water like from the tap. Use the water that you took from the tub. Okay. Question number 6: what temperature do you keep your fishes in? Gapi, mollies, and platies, they actually have like a very similar temperature. So most of the tub are actually between 79 to 82. Yeah. So question number 7 is how often do you change water for your 300 gallon tank? Oh, okay. So it's for my goldfishes. Okay, so my 300 gallon stock tank, I normally change. I normally do a water change every week. Actually, all my tubs is every week. Okay, and for my 300 gallon, I only remove. I would say, I'm gonna show you. So every week, I remove 4 of these. I use this bucket because there's numbers. I like it because I can see how much water I took. Okay, and this bucket is actually from Tubfin. Question number 8: what type of food are you using? Okay, so I use a couple. So for the food, I use this Tetra Color. Okay, there you go. Yes, I use flakes. And I also use this goldfishes. Okay, that's the food I'm using. And also have this, I recently bought this. I like the size of the food. And I got this from Aquamaster. Okay, and this is for their guppies and other small fishes like tetras. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so I have a couple. I don't want them to get bored. I don't want to feed my fish just one type of food. I like to mix it up sometimes. Question number 9. So when did you start your hobby? I started this last year, November of 2019. And I wasn't really planning on breeding them. I just want to have fish because it's been a while that I haven't have any fishes. I normally have fish with me all the time. It's just that I went through a lot in my life where I felt like I'm not ready to have any pets or any fish. Yeah, so it took me a while. It took me like probably 5 years to decide. Okay, I used to breed koi fish and goldfish and betta fish. I've been breeding, guys, since when I was a kid. I started breeding fishes like koi fish, goldfish, betta. I started when I was 9 years old. Yeah, I was just very lucky because I had a friend before that good at breeding fishes, and then he taught me, and that's how I started. Yeah. Question number 10. Okay, so how to breed mollies. Mollies, guppies, and platies, they're very easy. Those type of fishes are very sexual. The male always chase the female all the time, and I think that's all they do. That's why they're very sexual fish. And also, like guppies, you know, they call them the millions fish because of their ability to multiply like in a short period of time. And just make sure you feed them good food, especially live foods such as bloodworms or brine shrimp or dapnia. Those are really, really good for them. Water quality is important, and just love them. That's what I like about mollies, guppies, and platies, because they don't really, you don't really need to do a lot of work on them. They're very hardy fish. They're really good. So also, someone asked me tips as well. For tips, just feed them right, okay? Do not overfeed them. Overfeeding is really bad for them. That can actually start a problem. And also a water change every week. Just 15 to 20%. All right, so thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys learned something from it. And those answers are based on my experience, okay? If you have more questions, feel free to comment down below. And also follow me on my Instagram, Gappy Girl. And you can and check all my videos in there. Okay, so I'm very active in my Instagram too. If you have questions, feel free to message me. So again, thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have a fabulous day, and be kind to one another, and most of all, love your fishes. All right, I'll see you guys on my next vlog. Bye.